Ever wonder why some people seem to stay broke no matter how hard they work, while others just keep getting richer year after year? Today, I'm going to break down 15 habits that are quietly keeping you poor, and what the rich do differently. Some of these will hit closer to home than you think, so pay attention. 1. Playing the lottery. Let's start with something almost everyone can relate to: buying lottery tickets. You think, hey, maybe today's my lucky day. But the odds of winning the lottery are 1 in almost 14 billion. That's not luck. That's a guaranteed way to give your money to someone else. Meanwhile, think about what just $5 a day could do if you invested it in a low-cost index fund or used it to learn a new skill. Bankrate found that people earning under $30,000 a year spend 13% of their income on financial vices, like lottery tickets and coffee, while households earning over $70,000 spend just 2.6%. That difference adds up massively over a decade. 2. Falling for get-rich-quick schemes. Scrolling through Instagram, you've probably seen ads promising $5,000 a week selling fitness bands or supplements to friends and family. Sounds tempting, right? That's exactly the trap of get-rich-quick schemes. They appeal to instant gratification. Self-made millionaires understand that real wealth takes time, effort, and education. They don't chase scams. They build businesses, invest, and create assets that generate money while they sleep. One bad choice chasing instant wealth can wipe out years of potential progress. 3. Spending money before they get it. Payday comes, and suddenly your bank account is empty by the weekend. You're buying AirPods, food delivery, and streaming services. Then you wonder why debt keeps piling up. This is living paycheck to paycheck. The rich? They budget first, invest first, and only spend what's left. Imagine if, instead of buying the latest gadget, you invested $200 a month in yourself, courses, tools, or side projects. Over a few years, that's thousands of dollars invested in building skills and opportunities. 4. Staying at the wrong job. I knew a guy who stayed at a $12 per hour job for 7 years, even though he hated it. Why? Fear. He thought he couldn't get anything better. Meanwhile, people who eventually get rich don't settle. They switch jobs, negotiate, or start a side hustle until they find work that truly pays their worth. Think about Jeff Bezos. He left a safe corporate job to start Amazon in his garage. If he had stayed comfortable, we'd never know his name today. Your comfort zone could be costing you a fortune. 5. Watching too much TV. We all love Netflix, but there's a difference between entertainment and escape. Poor people often use TV to avoid thinking about problems, binge-watching their stress away. Rich people, they turn that time into learning. 1 hour a day reading books or taking courses adds up to 365 hours a year invested in yourself. That's nearly 15 full days of growth every year just by skipping a few hours of TV. 6. Eating fast food. Fast food is cheap and convenient, but it costs energy, focus, and health. Many self-made millionaires hire personal trainers and invest in nutrition, not just to look good, but to perform at their highest potential. Your brain and body are your most important assets. Eating poorly is like sabotaging your own productivity. You can't create wealth if you're constantly tired, bloated, or sick. 7. Getting paid for time, not results. Clocking in and out means your income is capped by hours worked. Rich people focus on results, not time. They create businesses, invest in scalable ideas, or sell products. Think about Apple, Microsoft, or Amazon. These founders didn't earn millions by working a 9-to-5. They earned because they owned the outcome. If you rely solely on a paycheck, your wealth is limited by someone else's decisions. 8. Not investing in themselves. Self-care isn't just a manicure or a haircut. Rich people invest in learning new skills, certifications, or knowledge that increases their value. Imagine learning coding, digital marketing, or investing strategies. Every new skill makes you more valuable in the marketplace. You increase your earning potential not by luck, but by becoming irreplaceable. 9. Cutting back excessively. You've probably heard, skip Starbucks, stop buying avocado toast. But obsessing over pennies while ignoring income growth is a trap. Instead of just cutting costs, focus on expanding income streams. Wealthy people look for opportunities to earn more. Side hustles, investments, and scalable businesses. Saving alone won't make you rich. Growing your income will. 10. Blaming others. It's my boss, the economy, or bad luck. Sound familiar? Blaming others removes your control. Poor people fall into this mindset, but rich people take responsibility. If something goes wrong, they ask, what can I do differently next time? Control your actions, control your outcomes. Your destiny is in your hands, not anyone else's. 11. Never following through. Ideas are everywhere. We all know someone who talks about starting a business, learning a new skill, or writing a book, but never actually does it. That's the difference between poor and rich habits. The poor talk, the rich act. Think about it. Elon Musk had ideas for SpaceX and Tesla that seemed impossible. Many would have given up after the first failure. SpaceX launched more than 20 rockets that failed before their first successful mission. Tesla nearly went bankrupt multiple times. What kept them going? Execution and persistence. You don't have to start a space company to see this principle in action. Imagine a friend who says, "I want to start a YouTube channel," but never uploads anything. Now compare that to someone who posts every week, even if the first videos are rough. Over time, consistency wins. Rich people follow through on their ideas, even when it's uncomfortable, hard, or slow. 12. Focusing on obstacles instead of opportunities. Many people give up before they even start because they see everything that could go wrong. They think, "I don't have the money, I don't have the education," or "it's too competitive." That's the poor mindset, seeing problems first. Rich people look at the same situation and ask, "What can I do with what I do have?" Henry Ford didn't know how to mass-produce cars at first. Elon Musk didn't know how to build rockets. Oprah Winfrey grew up in poverty with limited resources. But instead of letting obstacles stop them, they saw opportunities and acted anyway. Obstacles are not dead ends, they're signposts for creativity and growth. When faced with a problem, ask, "How can I turn this into an advantage?" The people who make money and leave a legacy are the ones who see solutions while everyone else sees walls. Which of these habits do you see in your own life? Comment below. I'd love to hear your story. Hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more tips that the wealthy don't want you to miss.